South Korea's central bank released its GDP figures for the first 3 months of the year. Some indicators are looking good, others still very much struggling to bounce back and proceed onto the recovery track. Hyesung breaks down the digits for us.
South Korea's economy expanded at a seasonally adjusted 1% on quarter in the first quarter of 2018. The figure is slightly below the 1.1% expansion projected in a preliminary report released in April. The Bank of Korea attributed the slower pace of growth to a fall in capital and construction investment in March. In terms of spending, capital investment and construction investment rose 3.4% and 1.8% during the January to March period, falling short of the provisional estimate in April. Private consumption edged up 0.1% to 0.7% on purchases of durable goods like automobiles and home appliances. Government spending jumped more than 2% on healthcare expenditures. Exports, which account for about half of the country's GDP, rose 4.4% on quarter on the back of semiconductors and machinery goods. Imports also went up on natural gas purchases. By economic activity, manufacturing expanded 1.6% in the first quarter, construction grew 2.1% on quarter. The service industry rose around 1% thanks to the financial and insurance sector. On a yearly basis, GDP growth was unrevised at 2.8%, unchanged from the previous 3 months and in line with expectations. Real gross national income rose 1.3% in the first quarter.
Overall, these figures are similar to the central bank's previous estimates. But investment, a key contributor to economic growth, is expected to slow down even more later this year, and a recovery in private consumption won't be enough to offset that. GDP growth is likely to fall below 3% this year.
South Korea's consumer price growth remained in the 1% range for the 8th consecutive month, recording 1.5% on-year growth in May. Soaring vegetable prices and rising global oil prices drove up overall prices. Core inflation, which excludes oil and food prices, grew 1.3% on year. Hyesung, Arirang News.